Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful night. It is time to introduce myself. My name is Quali. Can you all hear me? Let's check that first. That's the first thing I should have said. Quick test. Test 1, 2. Okay, you can hear me. Great. Well, let's do a quick. Might as well start things out with a close-up look at my wonderful model. So we're going to take it from the top down. So this is a magical fairy named Sakurahime, who was tragically cursed to be locked inside a treasure chest and can only be freed by the kiss of someone who really likes anime. Anyway, this is me. I am a chess mimic. That is... So let's actually talk about this girl here. This is not real. This is my lure. I created it myself, and I use it to trick unsuspecting adventurers into looking maybe where they shouldn't have looked. Oh, perfect. You're perfect. So, I guess we will start. Let's zoom in so I'm all on here. I guess we can start with some basic information about me. I am, as I said, and as you can see, a chess mimic. Mimics are not born. We do not reproduce like humans do. I was, however, created by a pair of human wizards. I'm still actually on good terms with them. A lot of mimics are not talking or on good terms with their creators. A wizard will just create some mimics, then wander on to the next dungeon. No one really knows why wizards like creating monsters so much. It's just one of the great mysteries of life. I live in a dungeon. Dungeons are maybe not exactly what you would imagine they would be like. Because it's the 21st century. Dungeoneering has changed a lot. Dungeons are actually pretty nice places to hang out these days. We have rest areas, we have vending machines, we have free Wi-Fi, and yes, there is a little bit of lethal peril, but that just, that's what you got to take for the treasure. So, if any of you are looking for a good, exciting, perilous time and some incredible loot, here's some quick instructions from an expert and a local on how to find a dungeon. They are not on Google Maps, so it will take a bit of searching. My advice is to go to a bar, specifically a pub or tavern. The worse lighting, the better, the more likely this is to work, and just hang out there late at night until you see an old man sitting alone at a table in the corner wearing a hooded cloak. This means you have found guaranteed quest opportunity every single time. Every time this happens, you will find a quest. The quest will have great rewards and will probably take you to a local dungeon where you can do battle and test your wits against all sorts of traps and such. Some quick things to clear up about myself, just for the record. Oh yes, we don't actually have a big COVID problem in the dungeon, but we have a coincidental exact same timing thing called the Dungeon Plague, which has been going on for the last year or so. It looks like we're on the way out. So holding my fingers, crossing my fingers on that. Hopefully, I'm actually planning to get my spell of Resist Plague cast next week. It's very exciting to be able to go and visit other dungeons again. I will actually, sometime in June, I'll be taking a week off from streaming to go visit my wizard creators. Very excited. So, I'm going to try to keep answering questions as they come. Let's see. Is there free coffee in the dungeon? There is not free coffee. There is coffee. It's a machine. You put some money in, get some coffee. Bonus, the coffee gives you increased stamina regeneration for 1 hour after drinking. It's very good coffee. Mask wearing policy, difficult to enforce in a dungeon because everything that lives in a dungeon, they have different shaped faces and mouths. Look at me, for instance. I don't think they make masks in my size. But let's just say it's a good thing that it's almost over. Okay, so some facts about myself. I do not have, let's be clear about this, you've seen Cute Girl, you've heard my voice. Neither of these indicate that I have a gender. Mimics do not have genders. That's a human thing. I don't really get it. It seems confusing. But if you want to talk about me using your human languages, I would prefer the pronouns they, them. Likes and dislikes. I like dungeon crawlers, roguelikes, horror movies, darkness, and big surprises. I do not like, going to go into actually a little bit more detail on some of these. I don't like rogues because of their highly advanced abilities to detect traps and steal things. It's just not a good time for mimics. Much worse are rust monsters, my least favorite kind of monster in the world. Don't worry, this might sound, I swear I'm not being monster racist. Rust monsters are an invasive species. They are non-sentient. And they eat treasure. They destroy the things that make a dungeon enticing to adventurers, and that just makes my job harder. And if I had to put a third thing on my dislikes, I would say excessive scrutiny. Just, if you see a box and there might be some jewels in there, just open it up and see what happens. Hello, Elizabeth Fontaine, and thank you. I am indeed a Mimic VTuber. I'm just going through my basic stats. My birthday is July 5th. I am 20 years old, aging doesn't work the same for mimics as humans. We don't live as long as you guys. 20 is more like 30, 35 in human years, so I am an adult mimic. Let's put it at that. Height, without the lure, I am 3 feet and 10 inches tall, with a maximum leg span of just over 11 feet. I weigh 280 pounds, and I can't really give you a height on the girl inside because she does not have any legs. How about family? I talked about my creators, those wizards. I'm leaving their names off for privacy reasons. But I also have 6 cousins. Mimic family works a little different from human family. Mimics have... We are, like, as I said, we're just created by wizards and then left to our own devices. So we form family units based on just mimics living in the same dungeon. We call each other cousins. So I have 6 cousins. Just going through them real quick. There is Queric, who is a chest mimic. Quineth, who is a chest mimic. Quesma, who is a chest mimic, who you might actually know because they had a cameo appearance in Dark Souls 2. So it's very possible you have been eaten by my cousin Quesma, if you have played that game. Quandary is a door mimic, very rare species actually, but very dangerous. Quark is a roper. It's more cave stuff. We have a sort of a cavey area in the back of the dungeon, so they usually hang out there. And Quango, who is a cloaker, which is another rare variant, but very fun to deal with. Hello? Sorry about that. My mic sometimes goes to sleep if it's not playing any sounds. As I was saying, Quango is a cloaker. That's the last of my cousins. See, have I missed any questions? Do wizards have any sense of right or wrong? Depends on the wizard. But when it comes to creating things, I think wizards just love making weird stuff. That's just an inherent wizard feature. So sometimes that goes bad, sometimes it goes good. I have a pet displacer beast named Taylor. Let's see, do you securely store secrets and secret treasures? If so, what would the cost of these services be? I have treasures. I'm fond of jewels, because if you scatter a couple jewels at the foot of a treasure chest, people will think, hey, maybe there's a whole lot more jewels inside it. I do not take commissions, I guess would be the word, of storing things because, well, it's too risky, because if you think about it, if you store something, then eventually you're going to say, hey, I want my thing back. And I'll say, sure, just reach right in here and get it. And, one thing might happen and another thing is more likely to happen in that scenario. So it's for your own good. I think that about does it for my basic self-introduction. So I'm going to go over to the loading screen a bit, and we're going to play some good old-fashioned Dark Souls, during which I will take more questions about my strange nature. Welcome back. Looks like I missed one question while I was away. And that was Echo, who asks, what does having treasure in there do to a mimic's digestion? Well, we don't like to leave more than a little treasure actually inside the chest. The art of mimicry is based less on having exciting things inside you for people to take, and more about creating an atmosphere that makes people think, oh, I bet there's a lot of treasure in that chest, so that when they open it and take a look, they're in for a big surprise. We'll leave it at that. So I'm going to set my name. I don't really care. Sure. For the record, I've played this game a fair amount. I'm very fond of it. I'm going to be sticking to something that should be fun to watch, but shouldn't spend too much time watching me die over and over again. I thought about doing a sorcerer run, but really, if you ask me, Dark Souls is about the melee combat. So it's gotta be one of the beefy guys, and I'm just gonna get in there and cause problems for other people. Gift. There is only one gift in Dark Souls 1. I'm gonna be huge. I don't know about any of these. This is just stuff, hair, or whatever. Okay, we're gonna keep it simple. Oh, I should have taken the pendant. It's secret useful. Okay, I'll be quiet.
The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Okay, I think that's it for the talking bar. So before we get started here, I just want to take a brief break to talk about something I forgot to talk about during my intro, and that is some very talented people who I have to thank for this wonderful debut. There are 3 people I want to thank. The first is Ruka, who's a character who did the character design. I'm breaking kayfabe a little here. Did the character design for Quali. Story Taker did the art, and 3045 did the rigging, and Philip Pixel Art did the pixel art on the loading screen, which I love. I have links to all of their stuff in the doodly-doo underneath the stream. Please support them. They are geniuses. Let's go. So, wow, I am a real... So, you may notice I look slightly different than I did before under that armor. That's just how Dark Souls goes. I'm dead. Dead people don't look too good. These messages here, they're all... How's the sound balance, by the way? Do I need to make anything louder or quieter? So these are all tutorial messages. I don't care about them. I know what I'm doing. I know the controls. So here we learn how to target. There's some little loser in the corner. He's doing his best. I'm going to leave him alone. Great, glad to hear it. I'm going to... Okay, there is an important topic that was brought up. I need to point out, for legal reasons, if you play back my conversations and dialogue before now, you will notice that, technically speaking, I never admitted to eating any human beings. And that is going to stay that way. That being said, if I were the kind of mimic that eats people, I think that I'm going to adjust the audio as per Spikebot's feedback. Just a little down. If I were the type of mimic that eats people, I would suspect the tastiest would be the clerics. Okay, nothing in this room. Let's just keep... Oh, boy. It's a friend. Okay. So... You may be noticing I am doing 2 damage per hit. And I have decided I'm not going to do it this way, because it seems like a bad time. So we'll come back to that guy. He's... or she's. I actually don't know. They are a real piece of work. And while I'm playing this, I'm going to prattle about game design a bit, because I'm very interested in game design, and also Dark Souls is a very well-designed game. So, this is an important choice they made during this intro sequence, is that they give you back your shield before your weapon. And that is them saying, pay attention to defense, it's gonna be really important. And some players like to play with big two-handed weapons and just dodge everything. Me, I like a good shield. I think I missed my sword back there somewhere. Yes, I did. Okay, let's try that again. I remember that mod, Bliss. I believe, well, Talia, I believe that was actually for Dark Souls 3, but I might be hallucinating. That's some more tutorial stuff. So I'm just gonna go up this perfectly innocent staircase and talk about this trap. This trap is one of my favorite pieces of level design in the whole series. So let's talk about it for a bit while we're here. So you walk on at first blush, you walk up here, and you just get beamed out of nowhere by a giant boulder, and it feels unfair. But the thing is, this is extremely fair. You have had almost no combat up to this point. You are probably at or near full health. Look at my health bar. That boulder does very little damage. But what it does do is it's sending you a message, and that message is, there are traps, and they're going to hurt you unless you pay very close attention to your surroundings.
You're no hollow.
Well,
Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid.
I'm a little hollow.
I sin, then
Mimic
lose my
jokes.
sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah, I will.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission.
Bummer.
But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart.
If you want to, buddy.
One more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh.
Gotta get that Sunny D.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Later, buddy. And this is also the last nail in the coffin for the boulder trap being any threat whatsoever. Because immediately after you get hit by it, you are funneled into getting your healing items, and then you can heal back all the damage you took from it. We have unlocked a shortcut, but I don't need this shortcut, so I'm just going to plow on ahead. Something else I forgot to mention during my intro, a lot of VTubers like to at least mention that they can sing or show off their singing prowess, I am doing all of you an incredible favor by not doing that. Because if you heard me sing, you would have to take a Constitution save to resist the sonic damage that it would cause to your mind and body. There will be no karaoke on this channel. So this guy's supposed to teach you about parrying. I prefer backstabs. That's not a mimic property so much as it is a quali property. There are mimics with very lovely voices who can sing on tune and not shred the ears of anyone who hears them sing. Time to say hello again. And it's time for round 2, which is very easy because this is the tutorial boss. So we're just gonna stab him in the butt for a while. Ow. Okay, get out of the corner. I can't stab you in the butt if your butt's up against the wall. Come on, come on. Come on. Don't be afraid. There you go. Ow. Ow. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm getting lazy. Don't get lazy. Drink some juice. That was just me trying to keep things fresh. I mean, obviously, if I wanted to, I could just defeat the Asylum Demon, no damage, easy every time. But I wanted to show some excitement for you guys, so I deliberately ate shit a bunch and died, almost. That's definitely true. I wonder, can I? Is my friend here yet? I don't know. I'll look for him later. So we have now escaped from the tutorial and can begin the true Dark Souls of Dark Souls. As the saying goes that has been passed down in my family for generations, the real Dark Souls starts here.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Is that all the talking, or does she talk more? I think birds are neat. I don't interact with birds very often, considering I live in a subterranean ruin. But I think birds are cool. Some of them are very clever. So it is time for my adventure to begin. Let's get some strength, some endurance. Those will be my main numbers. I do have a specific weapon in mind for this playthrough, but I'm going to keep it a secret for now. We do have bats. Bats... I'm less wild about bats than birds, just because they sure do poop a lot where I live,
We are not
and I wish they did
I
not.
am Petrus of Tharaland. Have you business with us?
No harpies in my dungeon. They're more...
Distance, if possible.
I'm not in a harpy-friendly sort of region.
I realize that I have
They're
requested
regional. You
that
tend to see more harpies at high altitude dungeons. I'm more in the lowlands. I cannot tell you exactly where my dungeon is for tax reasons. I don't want to get into it. It's complicated. Just gotta do the thing with my privacy.
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So
Anyway, I don't like this guy, but it's mainly his haircut. I think his haircut sucks.
Very well.
But I'm going to join his covenant because, you know, who cares?
Now let me share.
I already belong to this covenant.
Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Do you have anything I want? No, you just sell stuff, but I need the gesture. That's important.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
My feet are quite sharp, actually. They're like claws would be on somebody who had claws, but instead I just have one per leg. I maintain them dutifully and make sure that they are always polished and sharp. What are your feelings on trapped but non-living chests? Like you open a chest and a crossbow shoots you, that sort of thing. I think I'm not a fan. I'm not going to say it's cultural appropriation, but I do think it makes people more wary about their treasure chest experience in general, and therefore it is bad for me.
Well, since you're here, let me help you out. Actually,
Did you style your lure's hair, or did it just kind of form that way? It's... Growing a lure is a process. You kind of... It's hard to describe. You make it, you grow it, and you guide its growth and its appearance over time. I don't like attach pieces to it. It just grows the way I have an image of it in my head. My lure was mainly designed for VTube content appeal, what I think my audience would enjoy, would like and think is cute. There are a couple aspects of it, I'm not going to say which, but there are some aspects of the lure that are based on people I like. That's something that mimics do. If they like you, maybe they'll incorporate a little bit of you into their lure. So these guys all have so much dialogue, and I've heard it before. Petrus is a guy who I don't trust a whole lot. The Crestfallen Knight is just a whiner. I'm just gonna fall down an elevator shaft. Let this be a fun tip for when you play Dark Souls. I should also probably mention my inspirations, I guess. If I had to point to one monster who inspired me to become a VTuber, I would give that honor to the extremely entertaining and all-around fun time VTuber and lightning monster Amano Pikami, who you probably have heard of. She is a delight. Now this this is the famous newbie killer graveyard, where you come in and you see the skeletons, and these two skeletons murder you. And that's the game saying, don't go here. And, well, normally I wouldn't, but I'm on a stream, and I'm feeling filled with hubris. So I am going to fight the Skellymen. Use the terrain to my advantage. They have a lot of health, and their swords are quite sharp. But I'm a pro. I can handle two Skellymen. I have these wonderful wings made of feathers and wax, and let me tell you, they're gonna take me all the way to the sun. Oh no. Not dead. Oh, well. I am not going to get you, Zweihander. So that was inevitable. Yes, mimics, or at least this specific mimic, very bad at parries. Anyway, I think I had 6 souls. I'm not even gonna bother going back to retrieve them. Let's just go. Hello? Ow. Come on, you can find me. I will get to him, but first I want to deal with that fire problem. I think these... What are these? These zombie kind of guys are so much weaker than the skeletons because the moistness of their flesh has softened their bones and made them therefore easier to kill. I think that's logic, and it makes sense in the way that logic often does. I'm gonna try and parry. Yeah, I've got the basic idea down. Okay. In this heavy of armor, this is a very bad idea. I'm doing it anyway. Okay. Ring of Delicious Sacrifice. I'll put it on when I have a lot of souls. It will keep them when I die. Really, I'm just here to prove I can make the jump. So that's taken care of. We can go up here. Trying to think of anything else important I left out of my intro. It'll come to me in time. Got lots of helpful mimic facts to tell you guys as soon as I remember them. Trudge, 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 trudge. Okay. Does this? No, this does not lead. Okay, this just is the next spot. Oh yeah, Dark Souls is a hard game, but it's not as hard as the legends make it out to be. You just have to be patient and observant. In fact, if you're patient enough, you don't even need to be observant. I have seen people play this game who had, at the beginning, no skills whatsoever. And they were very patient and died a lot of times. But if you don't give up and you internalize a tiny bit of what's going on every time you die, eventually you will win. I like a lot of music. There's a lot of music going on in dungeons, usually after hours. When there's an adventurer in the dungeon, we try to keep it quiet and atmospheric. Oh, I am trying to play and also talk about dungeon music culture at the same time. My tastes are pretty eclectic. I like a bit of metal as much as the next Mimic. I feel like everyone probably likes metal a little. Even if you don't admit it. That's not true. Some people I'm sure don't. But metal's fun. Metal, prog rock, the occasional spot of show tunes, something with some story to it, some electronic stuff, some chip tunes. We do not have any dragons. Dragons are a big deal around my parts. I come from a much more modest dungeon for adventurers of a little lower level than that, you know? You have a certain brand of monsters you don't want to go scaring off the adventurers close to your level with a dragon being in the area.
Well now,
I've talked to a dragon before, but I would not say I've ever been friends with one. They're a little hard to approach. Don't even get me started on the rust monsters. Anyway, you can tell this guy is a friend by his completely ominous and untrustworthy laugh. That's just how Dark Souls NPCs work. The more they laugh weird at you, the more you can trust them. I would have to kind of do an audit of the dungeon to get its exact challenge level, but it's in the lower 10, let's say. You don't want to be level 12 going through my dungeon. But if you're level 5, 6, 7, 8, you should have a good challenging time with some relevant gear. I have made it to the next fire. Yes, I know the one you were talking about. Does having a pet... Honestly, I think if someone tries to keep their pet displacer beast collared, then whatever trouble they have is their own fault for trying. You just gotta let a pet displacer beast do whatever's on their mind. Right now, what's on Taylor's mind is sitting next to me and staring into a corner. He's pretty quiet. You won't hear much of him, but I guarantee he's around. And if a displacer beast wants pets, he will let you give him pets. If he does not want pets, you will never find him. So, just gotta respect him. We have some trade agreements of varying kinds with, yes, goblins. There's some local kobolds who are also... Kobolds, surprisingly good craftsmen. You can always rely on kobold goods for the necessities, you know? Like, you aren't going to get a +5 Vorpal sword out of a kobold trade agreement. But you will get some arrows, some equipment for your local skeletons, repairs done, anything you want. You can trust the kobolds to do it right. Ooh, spoilers. The Delicate Flower quest will be appearing on a later stream on this channel. And I will be doing it. In terms of mimic cred, I think... I think Hollow Knight leaves a little to be desired. There's only like a couple mimics, and they're unconventional mimics. There's not really much in the way of treasure chest surprises in Hollow Knight. I do love it, though. We do have a gelatinous cube. They're very... Gelatinous cubes are great. They are not going to cause you any trouble unless you're an adventurer. They keep everything nice and clean. They just make the rounds. Not much for conversation, but... You know... You can rely on a gelatinous cube to do what a gelatinous cube does. Which is roam square hallways. This is not... Listen, I don't have any sponsorships. I'm just sharing my honest opinions as a dungeon resident about the kinds of experiences I have had with different races and creatures. We do heal naturally. I think a little slower than humans do. But we can... Well... It's important. We can heal on our own, but also it is important to make sure you're maintained and look fresh. Like, no one's going to trust a treasure chest with a big ol' scar on it, you know? So we take care of each other in that regard. You keep your cousins in top form. This enemy is optional and very dangerous. But I'm ripped. Come at me. We're gonna do this, and we're not gonna do it down there, because that's scary. We're gonna do it up here. Using my tried and true strategy of rotate with shield. Hey, step away from that door. That door is a geometry hazard. So this is my favorite way to fight Dark Knights. You just wait for them to do an attack that leaves them open, stab them in the back. Or you do that because you misaimed your stab. Sorry if this is making anyone dizzy. Oh, I do love Undertale. Undertale and Dark Souls, two of my best favorite games in the world. Like, everyone had time to get tired of Undertale, you know? And I did. And then I looked back on it with fresh eyes, and you know what? That game went crazy on the internet for a reason. And that reason is because it's very good. Dead yet? No, not close. Well, a little close. One or two more backstabs ought to do it. Maybe one more hit when he's getting up. Nope, I whiffed it. And there you have it. Black Knight defeated. Now, a slightly meaner trap. This trap I think is a little mean in terms of design. The boulder trap is fair. This trap is just mean. The reason it's mean is because it can trap you on that little ledge down there. If you if you roll to the side to try and avoid it. And once you're up there, once you're down there, there's just nothing you can do. You're trapped until you jump off the edge. I'm debating whether or not I should fight Havel. Havel scares me. He can kill me with a single swing of his club. But that will also be true at any future time when I fight Havel. And my equipment is very heavy, so I want his ring. We're gonna fight Havel. We may fight Havel a few times. Down and down and down. I am definitely too weak to fight Havel, but Havel's nature is such that he can be fought if you're careful. This is actually going to look fairly similar to our previous fight. Because orbit and backstab. We'll be doing it for longer though, and if I make one mistake, I will probably instantly die. Oof. Don't like it when he gets near the walls because it makes it harder to orbit. Oof. If I had one less point of stamina, I would be very dead right now. The thing that's funny about this fight, to me, is that Havel's weak point is his back, even when he has his giant shield on his back. Come on, don't try to psych me out. Don't try to psych me out. Just do a swing. Yee! Gotcha! Oh my god, you have so much health. And I can't even talk through a lot of this fight because I'm focusing on fighting. Ow! I'm fine, I'm fine. Gotcha! Oh my god, okay. You know what? I am gonna come back a little later. Oh, but I have 2,000 souls down there. I'll get more souls from the next boss. We'll come back to Havel. That's these. Excuse me. Just got a jewel stuck in my throat. Fire bombs will be nice to have. Up, 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 up. No, not allowed, not allowed. Only I can heal. Spear guys, you gotta kick them. And then you gotta leave yourself wide open because your sword bounced off the wall. Oh, whoa, oh, okay. Oh, he's fine. Alright, he lives down there now. Okay, it is now time for Not Yet a Boss. First I'm going up here for a reason. Anyone who's fought this boss knows. Gotta clear the tower first. A skeleton might have gotten caught in me. The ragdoll physics in this game is a delight. It makes silly things happen. Change my mind, not fighting the boss. Bye. Nope, 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 run away! Hi, Taurus Demon. I will say hello with my sword. And then we're just gonna have it out like proper Dark Souls. Oh, okay, no, that's not the two-hit. Neener, neener. Ow. If I was a smart mimic... Oh, that wouldn't have happened, first of all. Also, I would have put those fire bombs on my item menu. So that I could use them on the boss now. Oh, he almost fell off. That's a fun fact for you. He can backstep himself off a cliff. Ooh. Oh, gotta be careful about the edge there. Oh, bad, bad, bad! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Things could be going a little better than they are currently going. Oh, oh, nope. That's the two-hitter. No, it's not. Am I confusing him with another boss? Okay. Huh. Ow. I'm saying ow when I'm not even taking damage. It hurts emotionally. Punish! Okay, close enough. Ow. Okay, let's back off a bit. Ooh. Shield up, shield up! Woof. Oh, I staggered him. Okay. Yeah. I should probably have a better weapon than I do by now, but I'm about to get my forever sword. Get some souls. I have a feeling I should not go on that bridge right now. Let's see if I was right. Just a hunch. Call me crazy. Okay. Everyone's favorite man in the world.
Parent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Just gonna gaze at the sun while talking to my friend Solaire.
I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Of course. Of course.
In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? It pleases me greatly.
Absolutely.
Well then, take this.
Thank you.
Strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in
jolly cooperation.
Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Okay, okay, okay. Take a look at that magnificent shirt. Just the best shirt in the world. Just the best. Now we're gonna do a bit of a run. And our dragon friend was nice to us. So now, if I want, I can get across the bridge by going under it and hanging out with some rats. But you know who doesn't do that? Cool people. We're doing this the cool way. What is my equip load at? So I would need to get up to 62 equip load to get a better roll. That's why I want Havel's Ring. But first we need to get our Forever Sword. Excuse me! Looks like everyone's gone. Wait, but maybe someone's hiding in the corner. Do you think you can find them? Maybe you should take a look. Get a little closer. You know. Oh, there we go. Pardon me, coming through. Hup. And we're across. Oh, that's terrifying. And now the dragon go. Okay, I should probably, just for posterity, say, not actually a dragon, that was a drake. So now I just need to kill these guys without dying myself in the process. Oh, that's embarrassing. The dragon wasn't scared off. The drake was not scared off. She just decided her skills were needed elsewhere. Let's try this again. Ah, spear guy and his shield just keep getting in the way. Let's get my souls. Wait, where'd this guy come from? Oh, I didn't kill him. We could handle a drake. We don't have them. Drakes are actually quite rare in North America. They mostly hang out in Europe. I just told you what continent my dungeon is in. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh well, I have a claymore now. That reminds me, I did not talk about my schedule at all. So let's do a little bit of that. I'm only going to be streaming once a week. The time slot you are currently watching is the time slot that it will be in. I cannot equip the claymore. What's the requirements? 16 strength. I'm 1 strength short. I will be streaming once a week, Wednesdays at 9:30 Central US time. And I will be streaming one game until it's over, then going on to the next in a straight line. First game will be this. My first 3 games I'm going to play on the stream are Dark Souls, Prey, and Hollow Knight. Here is the sword. I love this thing. Got the big beefy swipes, but you can swing it. You can swing it in less than an hour. The perfect blend of easy to use and high impact. That's Claymore. 2 hits. Oh, 3 hits. That's unfortunate. Well, in a level, it'll be 2 hits. Ah, this is a scary encounter. Okay. It's the Mario of swords. And I'm the Mario of mimics. I don't actually know what I mean by that statement. Ah! 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 I'll get back to you. Juice break for both. Okay. Maybe the spear is the Luigi. Longer, more cowardly. So now we're going to have some fun with shenanigan. We are going to equip these alluring skulls which draw monsters towards them. And then into the fire. Whee! One more. We did say of swords, didn't we? I guess the spear is not the Luigi of swords. That would be a little bit silly. Sadly, I did not get the Warthog hat. I love the Warthog hat, but it's only so likely to show up. Other advantage of the Claymore, you got that big ol' stab. Straight line, perfect for narrow corridors. Guaranteed not to bounce off the wall. Now this is classic Dark Souls tactics. Wait, where's his guys? Did they spring their trap early? Well, usually there's some guys who will jump you if you chase that guy. Whew. And of course, the Black Knight Greatsword then is the Bowser of swords. Great fun, iconic, a little impractical. Got it. I think, you know what? I'm willing to say that the Black Knight Greatsword, I'm willing to call that a dad weapon. A sword for dads. I'm not a dad. Because the Claymore is, like me, somewhere in between a dad weapon and a mom weapon. Hello. Mind if I drop by for a conversation? You broke the rules. You pay the price. This thing weigh more or less than my shield? It weighs more. We will not use it. Then over here, we have progress. And this guy, just minding his own business. Well, I'm gonna mind his business for him now. I feel like we're starting to stretch this analogy a little past the breaking point. There is a guy coming up behind me, I'm fully aware. He's very slow. There's not things in barrels most of the time, but every now and then, don't you just see a barrel and want to give it a smack with a sword? Who among us has not felt like that? Basement key, valuable item. Halberd, another excellent weapon, which I would strongly consider using were it not for my beautiful son, the Claymore. Oh, one of them came out to say hello. I hope it doesn't kill me. That's not a potion. Nope, I'm not getting any closer to that door. There's two more of you guys in there. One of you is all I can handle. Cross counter! I have cleared the game from start to finish using a Claymore, just a pure high-level damage-inflicting Claymore, and a Lightning Halberd. And those both did me very well for a very long time. My third main win I can remember was with the Moonlight Greatsword because it was a sorcerer, but that's neither here nor there. Now, we have fire. And we're not gonna level up because we hear the alluring clang of a blacksmith's hammer. And I need to feed my son Titanite.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astorat. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
I do require smithing. Reinforce my boy! More!
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
more souls.
Well, hello again. You seem to need it.
We're gonna learn a gesture. Repair some stuff. Buy another Titanite. +3 Claymore. Which I think is about 30% more damage.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair.
Thanks.
Blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect.
I will, Dad.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Okay. Well, let's talk to a friend first. We've just got some errands to take care of before we advance. Mainly by which I mean it's time for our grudge match against Havel the Rock Javel. Talk to me, we're both huge.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, but I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
The rule continues. The more they would laugh weird, the more they're a friend. His hat is an onion because he's an onion knight of Catalina. They all are. Catalina, I guess they just have great onions there. That's my theory. How? Oh. Gotta keep your shield up. Like, or keep your shield down, actually, is what I meant to say. The opposite of what I said. Keep shield down so that stamina go up. And just wiggle it up when you need it. Hello, I'm not fighting you in the church. Now are you gonna come over here? Oh, you're gonna drink like a jerk. That was lucky. And got him. More Titanite for more sun upgrades. But we gotta go do some stuff. Firekeeper Soul will upgrade my juice. It's very hot in the dungeon today. Now we're gonna just loop through that again much faster for some grudge matches. We go down here, say hello to a not very talkative friend. Juice upgraded. The juice in itself will not help against Havel at all. Actually going to get... Oh, endurance does stamina as well as equip load. Then yes. I always forget how good endurance is in Dark Souls 1. Every subsequent game they make it weaker because it's absurd how good that stat is. So before we go back into the Burg, I have a score to settle here. Soul. All right. Remember me? I was not very menacing to you. But now I do 3 times as much damage. And I cut your skeleton in half with every strike. Oh, you're just... okay. Awkward footing. Avenged. And now I'm just gonna hop on over here, grab this, and leave, because I've proven myself. The enemies here, skeletons take a long time to fight. They only give 200 souls. It's not great. So I'm just gonna go. Okay. Undead Burg, round 2. One hit per skeleton. Ow. Okay, I got a little sloppy there, but that's because I can, you know? I can afford to. I'm powerful. I will not be able to be sloppy when I fight Havel. Hello, Melody. There might be loot here. You're just gonna have to stick your arm into this treasure chest and find out. Oh. That probably wasn't a good item anyway. Okay, we've made it most of the way to the save point. Gotcha! Oh boy, let me tell you, that John Carpenter's The Thing is an absolute legend. The mimic to beat all mimics. Just an absolute masterwork of mimicry, deception, and big pointy surprises. Also, coincidentally, an incredible movie. So I have never actually played Demon's Souls. However, I think it's just gonna stay that way. I don't think it's the game for me. It's very old and does a lot of things that I'm pretty confident I would find extremely irritating. I am content to have seen Demon's Souls. Dark Souls is as far back as I go. I might return to this series with Dark Souls 3. I will not be playing Demon's Souls or Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is... I respect my cousin's work in that game, but I do not want to play it. No, thank you. My blood does not react violently to fire, but that's fine, because I also cannot appear indistinguishable from a whole human. I love those one-hit kills. You know, I should probably put a point into vitality at some point. But my mind just resists ever leveling vitality, because whenever I go to put a point to vitality, my brain just says, don't get hit. What do you need vitality for? Just don't get hit. Yes, there are different subspecies of mimic. Some of my cousins are different species. We have a cloaker, a roper, a door mimic. John Carpenter's The Thing, I should mention, is 1, an alien, not technically a mimic, and 2, fictional. But it's a wonderful dream. Imagine being able to be completely indistinguishable from a human. Oh, the surprises I could lay. Havel the Rock, round 2! Okay, yeah, I'm just all around do 3 times as much damage as I did back then. I am still exactly as vulnerable to getting killed in 1 hit. I don't like moving away from him like this, but I do not want him pinned against a wall. So, gotta lure him away occasionally. I need room to maneuver! That's about half. Too close to the wall, too close to the wall, get away, come towards me, come to me. You're easy to flatten, friend. I am no danger to you. Aja! Aja! Is it any good, the Thing video game? Because that sounds intriguing. But only if it's good. Which is not to say that only good video games are good. There are some very good bad video games. Just get away from wall. Aja! Aja! I think 2 more ought to do it. Aja! I'm not gonna get greedy. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Just keep executing the fight. Oh! I almost died. That was scary. That was scary. But I got what I came for. Shooters are not really my strong point, actually. Can I open this door from this side? With the master key, I can. I'm not going in there. There are shooters I like. Yeah, I got so greedy. I said I wasn't gonna get greedy, and then I saw what was absolutely not an opportunity and went, close enough. You know what? I'm just gonna bone. That's not the bone. Well, yeah, I mean, that seems like basically the minimum required feature for a The Thing video game. Prop hunt, I am not familiar. Oh, wrong direction. Not wrong direction. She's just back. We have to play this game again. How did you guys not get killed by the dragon? The Drake? Whatever this guy is. You're going to make this hard! Okay. Oof. Oh, my equip load is beautiful. I will get some strength, 1 point of vitality, 1 point of endurance. That does sound fun, but I have never Gmodded before. And I don't know anyone else who has Gmod and plays Gmod games with it. Oh, I forgot to open the gate last time I was down there. That's embarrassing. Well, we're going the long way. Love the arc. That big meaty swing. Okay, later Varric. Thanks for joining. I am going to play for another 45 minutes. I'm going to do 3-hour streams. That seems like an amount of time. It does mean I can get more souls. Always look on the bright side. So now it's coming close to time to ring the bell of awakening. Piece of cake. Now let's go to the bonfire. And then we're going to fight another completely optional, difficult fight for no reason other than my own hubris. So, this fellow right here, you don't have to fight him. Oh, I have my mid-roll, my wonderful, juicy mid-roll. Ow. Trick to this fight that I have found is to hang out in its left armpit. And that is the weakness of this trick, the armpit strategy. Listen, a good roll doesn't mean you never get hit. It just means that when you get hit, it's your fault. Oh, don't like that attack. Ow. Do something. There we go. Ow. Ow. I don't like that I can't see. Okay, don't like that he's up against the wall. Oh god, that attack is so mean! It's so mean! It's unblockably strong! Geometry! Geometry, help! I should probably kindle the bonfire up there. That's what a smart person would do in this situation. Because I'm running out of Estus. I really think you'd be able to get the tail off of this guy. Just so much of his body is a tail. Almost got it. Don't get greedy. That was greedy. Listen. It is our nature to be greedy in video games. Anyway. Got that done. Now, let's go have a word with the church. We're going to eat a humanity. Don't eat humans, only eat humanity. Reverse hollowing. Kindle bonfire. Now, church time. Love that large number. Except that slightly smaller number. So human means that I can interact, I can summon and be invaded, but I'm offline. I'm in offline mode, so it just means that I can summon NPCs, basically. And if I had more soft humanity in stock, it would increase my item discovery rate. Get down here, you putz. Now for a fun battle with a wizard and a bunch of guys who I'm going to name Melvin. Hi, Melvin. Bye, Melvin. Hi, Melvin. Melvin. Melvin! Oh, right, I had my ring of sacrifice on. That's something. Okay. Melvins are very scary in large numbers. They do a surprising amount of damage for how dinky they are. Okay. Okay. Deal with this wiener again. Wiener dealt with. Next is Melvin. Melvin and the Melvins. Don't like that you're there. We are going to do a strategic Melvin withdrawal. Fight the Melvins in a kinder place. Are there any more? There are, but oh dear. I don't like this situation I have found myself in. Well, I killed Melvin Master. Okay. So now, because I am human, I can go here and summon Sun Boy, Shirt Boy, Best Boy, some guy with a sun on his shirt, Night Solaire. So, here's a friend. Not my friend, but someone's friend. No, no, hit tail, hit tail. Stop turning. Must hit tail. Yay! And there's who he's a friend of. Ow. So now we will split up. Solaire fights one, I fight the other. Perfectly fair. And then, because I am an excellent friend, I'm going to steal the kill from Solaire. Oh! No, I will not! Oh, I got a good hat! I got a good hat! Check out my baller hat. I love it! And what to do with the last half hour? Dark Route, maybe? I'm in the area. Let's do Dark Route. Good junk. Oh, no, not yet. I need to go get T-posed at by a weirdo. It's more of an A pose, really.
I am Oswald of Careem, the Plough. Thou art a friend. For thee, warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess? For to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
So yeah, this guy's nice. Get purging stones. Some rings I don't want. And a gesture.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
Definitely a friend. The pattern works. And now I'm not going to Homeward Bone Home because I left a lot of this church unexplored. So let's take care of that. Where's the church? I'm in the church, but sometimes you get lost in geometry. You know how it is. Video games. Video games! Dealt with. And here we have Suspicious Wall! Oh, I guess he left. I guess he broke out of jail. You know what? I'm gonna be nice to Lautrec. Maybe he'll be friendly. Maybe he's a bro. Not the button I wanted. Okay. You ever do that thing where you keep pressing the wrong button to do something in a game, and you're trying to think of what other game it was you played where that was the right button that's getting your wires crossed up? That, for me right now, is trying to run with the... Whoa! Smart. Run with the X button on a PS4. What did I play where that's the run button? It's not the run button. Ow. This is very inconsiderate. Well played, but not well enough. Maybe it was Hob. That doesn't feel right, though. I think it's one of the shoulder buttons in Hob. Also, I'd never played much of that. Well, I'll probably never figure it out, but I'm comfortable with that. Before we level up, let's check some prices, and also upgrade the sun.
Well, hello again. You seem to need anything.
I need 5 Titanite shards. I needed 4 Titanite shards. I never said mimics were good at math. I used to be good at math, and then, I don't know, I decided it was too easy. So let's get that Knight Shield. And I'm going to replace some of that armor soon. Oh wait, I need to level up. I have 9,500 souls. Don't want to waste those. Hello, controller? You okay, controller? What's happening? Technical difficulties! Okay. Gonna plug this thing in. And level up. Just gonna keep leveling endurance and strength until I see a compelling reason not to. I've heard a story of a group of adventurers who once found a book called 1001 Things That Might Be Mimics. The book was obviously a mimic. And now we get a change in color. Oh, hi. I was busy talking about color schemes and forgot you were here. Takes 3 hits to kill them, even with my +5 sun. I guess maybe it might take 2 hits if one of them is a heavy swing. Let's test that theory. Let's not test that theory, because I will fall off a cliff if I try. Would like to update you all on the Displacer Beast situation. Taylor has not moved since I began this stream. He's just sitting there. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I lived! Yeah. You can't make a Displacer Beast do something. They do exactly what they want to. No more, no less. This is another piece of design I think is just a little cruel, having a hidden bonfire. And if you don't find it, this whole area is going to be a total nightmare. I have one specific item drop I want here, but I might as well clear the area out while I'm looking for it. I wonder. Close. There we go. That's how I ambush. Surprise for you. No surprise for me. You an enemy yet? You're an enemy now. That's a slow spell. You did not see it affect anything because I was not moving. Ah, I see you. I missed. Oh, time to be slowed. Oh, this is the fastest I can move. And you still can't hit me with your sword. Oh, you can. Turns out you can hit me with swords. That's what they're for. I forgot. Treasure? Treasure? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Got it. Got the stuff. The classic gear for big people who are cool. I'm not just a knight, I'm an elite knight. Keeping the helmet. So I'm not actually going to do all of Darkroot, because Darkroot is, frankly, friggin' enormous. But I'll do this part. I'll fight a boss. I am absolutely not fat rolling. I have Havel's Ring. I'm still at under 50% encumbrance. Wait, that looks like a fat ring. Fat roll. Guess not. I need to be at 43 to fat roll. I'm just big looking. But yeah, that's totally a mid-roll. Totally a mid-roll. These guys, these enemies right here are very special because they have the best ragdoll in the game. Look at him go! I can send him cartwheeling through the air with a roll. It's wonderful. Anyway, it's time to meet a very special girl. Where are ya? There you are. This is my good friend, my beautiful friend, Moonlight Butterfly, who sucks to fight because I'm a melee character. Just gonna use that door as cover. So yeah, while Moonlight Butterfly is fluttering about, I cannot hurt her at all in any way with my current equipment. Woof. Oh. But she loves moss! And when someone loves moss, you hit them with your sword. But not for too long. Okay, round two. Round two, let's go. This is the easy side because I can use the wall. I can use the door. Oh, now we're to the hard side again. And back to the easy side. And back to the hard side. Okay, make up your mind. Don't you want to eat some delicious moss? May I offer you some nice moss in this trying time? I cannot get it in two. I probably could have if I was crazy, but I'm not crazy. Ow! Thought I had that one. Thought I had that one too! You don't want to be... Okay! I thought that went straight down. I really thought that went straight down. Please eat moss. I know you're hungry. Oh, that one went right behind me. That's nasty. Moss, 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 moss. Your moss break is over. Okay. Say goodbye to Moss Friend. And our reward for our long-fought, slightly weird battle. I don't even remember what that's the key of. And that's a number I'm never going to use. But I beat a boss. And really, if you think about it, beating bosses is its own reward. So, my instincts are telling me to use the Master Key to skip straight to Blighttown now, but I'm doing a stream, right? I should give the full experience. Meaning that the next place to go is downtown. Gonna go down to that non-poison... No. That was the basement key opens that, and I got that back at the church. So it's something somewhere, some kind of tower. So we're gonna, I kind of am going towards Blighttown, because from here on, it's just gonna be gradually descending until I reach Blighttown. I'm high up in Lordran, and I need to stop being high up and instead go down. before I accidentally use one of those. Actually, the watchtower... No, that's... Is the key... The key to open Havel's tower, is that called Havel's key, or is that what I just got? That might be it. So now he can make me divine weapons, which I have no reason to ever want. Oops, no, I want to keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking to me, you friend. You person who I don't hate. Reinforcing armor is kind of stupid. They took it out in later games for a good reason. But while it's here, I'm gonna use it. One, two, three. I need 3 more. Oh, that's true. I will need it. I mean, yeah, I will need it 10,000 years from now when that's a pertinent thing to my life. Now I need 4 more. I cannot afford 4 more. Okay, we're done. We're done. I am now quite difficult to kill. I have big meat. My meat is alive. I cannot level up. So now we go. Ugh. Man, this takes a lot of energy. Being a VTuber and all. I'm a little surprised. But I'm gonna keep going, because there's only 7 more minutes. Finally open this up, which I forgot to do before. And I'm just going to run past these guys. I do not wish to subscribe to your newsletters. Or link your... Oh, I do not want links to your SoundClouds. I am not interested in your podcasts. Leave me alone. Oh, well, fine. I guess I do want to listen to your podcasts, because you won't let me fight you otherwise. And by fight you, I mean light a bonfire. I don't know how words work. Equal strength and endurance. Now I have to do a scary thing. That scary thing is called crossing this bridge. I will probably lose a lot of health doing it. Could have been worse. Whew. Get to go down here. Get to go up here. deal with the sinister door trap, which is the fact that this door opens this way. Terrifying. So now I have to walk around it at an awkward angle or fall into the abyss. And hey, oh no! I think that's as good a stopping point as any. So we're just going to go back here. Okay, I should have done that on a loading screen. I'm still new to this. I had a lot of fun, guys. It was a time. I was very nervous about this stream, I will admit. Whew. Man, this is really fun. So I want to thank all of you who came to support me on my big debut. What I want all of you to do, this is your homework. I'm making the sentence up as I go. Homework is to open a box. Find a box that is not opened and open it. That is how you will remember me. I was having a good time, and I hope you were all having a good time. But that time will now come to an end until this time next week, at which point we will continue our big fun Dark Souls adventure together. Thanks for watching, and I don't know, you're delightful. Good night.